Welcome back to MMG Cars. Today I'm here to show you our very stylish 2017 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. It is finished in a stunning agate gray metallic paint with a black leather interior. This vehicle has over $21,000 in options. This includes the Porsche dynamic light system as well as the sports package, which encompasses the 2-mode Valvetronic sports exhaust, the GT Sport steering wheel, the Sport Design side mirrors, the all-important Sport Chrono package, and the rear axle steering. Starting at the side here, we have these very nice looking 20-inch wheels painted in platinum satin. You can see here the ventilated disc brakes as well as the red Porsche brake calipers. Very nice. Moving on. These are the Porsche Sport Design side mirrors. Very sleek looking. Coming over towards the back, this is the completely electronically adjustable rear spoiler. It is in the up position, but with the touch of a button, it will sit flush with the rear of the vehicle. Coming around towards the back are the LED taillights as well as the dual tip exhaust. As I mentioned before, this vehicle has rear axle steering, meaning when you turn the steering wheel, the rear tires will also slightly turn. This is to help with handling as well as cornering capabilities. Once again, this is a mid-engine vehicle, so the engine is located in the rear. I'm going to go ahead and pop the engine cover. This can be done with a small button here next to the door sill. Coming around towards the back, I'm going to go ahead and open up the engine cover. Don't really get to see much, as with most 911s, the engine remains pretty hidden. You're able to reach most of your essentials, your fluids, oil. This vehicle does feature a twin turbocharged 3-liter flat 6, capable of producing approximately 420 horsepower. 0 to 60 time is about 3.2 seconds. So for the 2017 model years and up, they featured the revised and newly twin turbocharged engine. Prior to this, they were all naturally aspirated. So with this car, you get to hear the nice turbo spool. And once again, this is a Carrera 4S, meaning it is the all-wheel drive variant. I'm going to go ahead and close this engine cover now. With a light press, it will close. This vehicle also features Porsche's sport suspension, so depending on the mode it is in, whether it is normal mode or sport mode, it will adjust the suspension accordingly. And coming around to the front here, like I mentioned before, this is a mid-engine vehicle, so the engine is in the rear. So the front is reserved for trunk space, so it has a front trunk or frunk, which can be opened from inside the vehicle or with the key fob. So if I press this button at the bottom here, that will open the front trunk. And then there is a small tab that you pull aside. That will open the trunk. This vehicle has a very spacious trunk for a coupe. It's actually a lot deeper than it looks, plenty of room to fit a suitcase. Go ahead and close this here. And with a light press, we'll close. You have that nice Porsche crest on the front as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior of this vehicle. This Porsche does feature keyless entry, so as long as you have the key in your hand or in your pocket, touch the door handle, it will unlock. Once again, this vehicle has a very nice black leather interior. Coming down to the door panel here, we have several buttons that operate the automatic windows as well as the power adjustable mirrors. And towards the bottom This vehicle does come with the upgraded BOSE surround sound speaker system. Very nice. Right here we have the Carrera 4S door sill plaque. And right next to that, the 2 buttons to open the front trunk as well as the rear engine cover. Looking back over at these seats, these are power adjustable heated and cooled seats. And you can see here the Porsche crest on the headrest. And a nice contrast to these seats are the seat belts finished in guards red. Stepping into the vehicle now. Take the key fob. To the left of the steering column, there's a place to insert the key. Foot on brake, turn. It should start. Next to that, we have the buttons to operate the automatic headlights. Once again, this has Porsche's dynamic light system. It's very nice white lights. And looking at the gauge cluster here, we can see that this vehicle has approximately 7,200 miles, so very low mileage. Zooming out, once again, this vehicle features Porsche's sports package. So this is the GT Sport steering wheel wrapped in leather with the function for the cruise control back here, as well as the paddle shifters. And once again, this has Porsche's famous 7-speed automatic PDK transmission. And this little knob here will change the mode you're in, whether it's sport mode, sport plus, individual, or normal mode. That will change basically the settings for the entire vehicle, whether it's the exhaust, the suspension, etc. Coming over to the infotainment screen here, this is completely touch screen. I'll go over a few of these things here. So of course we have typical tuner, media. It's for the radio and your radio presets. Going back to the home now. This vehicle does have Bluetooth connectivity as well as Apple CarPlay. So you can pair your phone with the vehicle and stream music from your phone, make or take calls, send messages, etc. This vehicle does have navigation, but also if you're driving and just want to look at a map, you're able to do that as well. Going back to the home screen. And then looking just below that, these buttons right here basically all shortcut to whatever feature you're looking to go to. You can either press the buttons there or press the ones on the touchscreen infotainment system. Below that, I'm going to move the gear shifter out of the way for a minute. We have the basic controls for the climate control zone system. As I additionally stated too, these buttons here, these 4 buttons at the bottom, control the heated and cooled seats for both the driver and passenger in the front. Coming back here, we have the gear shifter. Go ahead and put it back into park. So once again, this is Porsche's 7-speed, double clutch, PDK automatic transmission. So how this works, if you just go from park to drive, this is just full automatic. Car will shift the gears for you. If you push the gear lever to the left, this is basically in manual mode. So you can shift up or down using the gear lever or with the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. I go ahead and put this back into park. Coming down here, we have the adjustable rear spoiler, as I mentioned before, as well as the adjustable sport suspension. This button will turn off traction control. And once again, another plus of the sports package, you get the sports exhaust. It is currently in off mode. If I press this, valves will open. The car gets slightly louder. If I press it off, the valves will close. The car gets quieter. Over here we have the automatic start-stop button. This feature can be turned on and off. This basically allows the vehicle to come to a stop at a traffic light or a stop sign, and the engine will automatically shut off. And when it's time to proceed, the engine will automatically kick back on. These controls in the middle here control the electric sliding tilt sunroof and sunshade. So this button at the top here controls the sunshade. If I point up here, we can see that it will retract the sunshade. And then if I press one more button here, this will slightly tilt the sunroof open, and the button all the way at the bottom will completely open the sunroof. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And then once again, close the sunshade. Looking up at the top here, we have the programmable garage door openers here at the top, as well as your standard vanity lights. And once again at the bottom, small compartment that opened up to a 12-volt charger, as well as the middle compartment that opens up for a small storage space for personal items. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the rear seats of this vehicle. Before we do that, one quick thing here in the front. This vehicle does have cup holders here that flip out. So if you press the button here, it'll automatically come out. Same on the other side as well. So foldable cup holders come out of the dash. And then to access the back seat, there's a little latch here. Just pull up, and that will give access to the back seat. Once again, the back is the same, black leather interior with that nice contrasting guards red seat belts, in a small storage space right there in the center. So once again, this is our 2017 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. If you're interested in this vehicle, you can find more pictures online at our website, mmgcars.com. If you have any questions or inquiries, please visit our website. You can give us a call, text, or email us, and we'd be happy to help you.